what exactly is staking? In order to understand this point, we need to make a disclaimer first that every time we mention staking in this channel, we mean proof of stake consensus protocol, not any other deposit, for example, on centralized exchanges where you can earn fixed yield on the deposit. No, whenever we mention staking, it means proof of stake consensus protocol. It will matter later on. So to understand what is staking, we need to also go back to what is cryptocurrency and how did it come to exist. Cryptocurrency became popular because it brought new alternative financial system to the one that already exists in the world. And the key difference between fiat money today and cryptocurrency is that fiat money is printing today without any backing, without process. I mean, there is no backing of this fiat money 100% with gold. So, but cryptocurrency is not like this. Cryptocurrency on the blockchain that has its own consensus mechanism, it cannot and will not be printed by anyone in the world except through this mechanism, which is called consensus protocol. Without this process, it's impossible to bring to existence new Bitcoin, new Ethereum, etc. One of the first paper money came to exist in China, actually, when trade between different regions was increasing and government started issuing paper money and taking the copper from traders and giving them back this certificate that proves that this trader has an access to actual copper in this case. So the paper money came to exist as proof that you have an real asset in your hands, in your possessions, but instead of moving the copper, gold, silver, anything, it's better and easier to just give this paper that gives you access to possess this real asset. Then after some time, all the countries were upon the golden standard, and actually when the World War first started, Russia cancelled this, and then closer to the end of the 20th century, all the countries have cancelled this. So the paper money now stopped being backed by actual real assets. So for example, this is gold, and the paper money was representing this paper, this gold or any other metal. Then this linking was cancelled. Not fully, of course, some reserves still there, but there is no consensus between gold and paper in this case. So fiat money today is not fully backed. Actually, it is backed only by authority of the government, so by its word that it can pay back by its responsibilities. But we all know today if everybody goes to bank and withdraws his fiat money from there, the bank system will collapse. So this is not the issue today, but it is important to understand why cryptocurrency came to exist, and especially what is staking and mining. Mining and staking is simply two different methods of proving that system is working, that this decentralized system can be trusted, and that new transactions that is happening on the system are fully written on the blockchain, on new blocks, and it is sealed and it cannot be changed. So cryptocurrency is a decentralized financial system where not even people controlling it, but computer program autonomously controls all the system. People just using it in order to make transfers between each other. And the main point is that, as I said, the new cryptocurrency cannot be printed or issued without this process. What is the process? Mining and staking is simply two processes of the writing down all the transactions, smart contracts, and everything that is happening on the blockchain. Actually, blockchain is like electronic book. Every page of this book is a block, and all the blocks connected to each other, and this is like electronic book. Every block is a page on this book, and it has transactions and smart contracts and everything that is happening on this blockchain. What is the difference between mining and staking? So proof of work mining is programmed in the way that in order to create new block and write down new transactions, the finding of nonce has to happen. In the simple terms, the whole world that is connected to this blockchain is calculating, go through many different options to find this code that gives certain amount of zeros on the hash of the block. Hash of the block is like just a serial number of the block in simple terms. So in the mining, all the computer powers connected to the blockchain are calculating, finding out the code that gives certain amount of zeros. In case of Bitcoin is now 20 zeros. This is the difficulty of mining when all the validators around the world solve a mathematical problem. The first miner who has solved this mathematical problem and found out this code that gives certain amount of zeros on the hash, he is the one that receives reward for solving this problem. This miner will be the one that writes down and compiles all the last transactions on the blockchain. Of course, he does not do it himself. His computer, his server does all the calculations and finds out this code that gives the needed amount of zeros on the hash, and he receives the reward of a new cryptocurrency that yesterday did not exist. So this is how the issuing and emission of the new cryptocurrency happens. Without this process, it's not possible to create any way this new cryptocurrency. Because of complexity of the mining, because of spending a lot of electricity on this, the new method of consensus was created, which is staking, proof of stake consensus protocol. The main difference is very simple actually. On the staking, instead of the whole world looking for this, solving this mathematical problem, the computer program blockchain chooses only one validator whose server and whose computer power will be doing the job. In the case of staking, all the validators that are connected to this blockchain have their own stake, have their own cryptocurrency that is frozen on the blockchain, and this cryptocurrency works as a pledge, as a collateral by which this validator is responsible for doing the job of compiling new block and writing down all the last transactions and smart contracts, everything that happens on the blockchain to the new block. So all the validators that have their own stake has the same chances of being chosen by the blockchain to make the job and to receive the reward. And in this case, this chosen validator, his computer powers, his server does the job of compiling and reading down, of calculating all the last transactions and all of the outcomes. And in this case, he is the one who received the reward for this job. And he also received the cryptocurrency on his account that yesterday did not exist. So in staking, this is how new cryptocurrency is issuing. So mining and staking is simply two different methods of making sure that system works. That's it. But staking is actually, as you can understand, a lot simpler and a lot more efficient because there is no spending so much electricity in the whole world to just solving one mathematical problem and to issue new Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency that works on proof of work consensus protocol. So in staking, all the validators have the same chances, and actually the larger the deposit and the more time it is waiting to be chosen by blockchain, the more chances it has to be chosen by this blockchain to be the one that validates new block. After the blockchain has chosen this validator, his timer goes down so that all the other validators have the same chances to being chosen and to do the job and receive the reward for this. So this is how staking works, and all the validators that has stake, they do the job, they receive the rewards. Again, as I said in the beginning, not every staking is a proof of stake. In this channel, we will further be discussing the permissibility of staking for Muslims to participate in, and we will be discussing all the nuances about the opinion of why it is not prohibited, why it is not death, and also we will be discussing which blockchain is comfortable to stake and even just trade. And in this channel we will be also discussing the news of the cryptocurrencies that is relevant for staking. We will be discussing the question of what cryptocurrencies is better to avoid for staking and which of them is comfortable for staking, and we will be discussing the potential and risk and other nuances of the staking, including API profitability and the potential profit in the long run that can be made. That's it for today. In the next video, as I said, we will be discussing the permissibility of staking, all the nuances, and thank you for your time. See you next time in this channel. Assalamu alaikum.